Hey y'all, this is my husband Jared.
This is my wife Jennie.
It's CherryPieCottage.
Episode 94?
I know. It's been like a month, y'all, sorry.
Ooh, what happened?
Well let's finish our intro and then we'll get into what's been going on, y'all. So, we live in Lubbock, Texas.
Yep.
Which we 100% absolutely love the area.
Yes.
Not so much the city anymore. It's growing too fast. We want to get out of the country.
Yes.
Away from people. It's his fault. I was an extrovert when we got married, and then now I'm an introvert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's his fault. He turned me into an introvert. Welcome to all of our new viewers. Hi. We normally don't go a month long in between. We're normally every 2 weeks.
Not sure. I mean, I know what happened, but...
Yeah.
It was just...
Welcome back to our returning viewers. Thanks for sticking around with us.
Yep.
So what's been going on, babe?
I want to set fire to your car.
So we've been able
that.
We've been able to drive my car for about 3 weeks since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So I got rear-ended right before Christmas. So it went into the body shop January 1st. It was in there, what, 2 weeks?
Was it January 1st it went in?
Yeah. No, it went in right before that. It was New Year's Eve. Because remember we went to see the movie on New Year's and we were in the rental car?
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So it went in the body shop for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Came out, we drove it for about a week, then it started making a funny noise. So, but only when I drove it.
No, it made it when I drove it.
For a while, and then it just gradually got worse and worse. It was like every time I made a left turn and it sounded like it was grinding or like the engine was struggling. But only when you made a left turn.
Yep.
It was weird. So, took it into the shop. It was the timing chain.
Timing chain guides.
Doesn't matter. Those were replaced 5 years ago when we had to replace the timing chain 6 months after we bought the car.
Yes.
So that took almost 2 weeks to fix it.
And how much money?
$5,000. We got it back on a Thursday. No, a Friday.
Thursday.
It was a Friday.
No, it was Thursday.
It was a Friday because when we got back in the car that evening to go run some errands, because all I did is I picked it up, went to Costco, came home. Got in the car that evening to go run some errands, and my check engine light came back on. The shop was closed. And mind you, we took it to the dealership so that way we get the warranty on it. It's tracked because they even have the they have all the repairs we've ever done because we've always gone to the dealership for this exact reason.
Yes.
So, took it back in on Monday. They said it was what, the solenoid or the...
It was the timing chain sensor. So, different.
Yeah. They wanted us to pay, and they said it was going to be $600 because the part was only $76, but the labor was going to make it $600, but they were going to cover the first 2 hours and we'd pay the 1 hour. That was $250. We were like, no, because this is not our fault because it was working just fine till you did the engine work. But we didn't replace that. But they still had to take it out and put it back in.
Yep.
So it boiled down to they ate the labor cost, we paid for the part. Everything was fine and dandy for about a week. Check engine light came back on. It was the part they put in that was faulty. They had the car for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. But this time, we're not paying anything. They got us a rental car. Everything's great. They called him today. Today is Monday, March 28th. I go over there. I pick the car up. I get onto the loop, which, mind you, the dealership is right there on the loop. I get on the loop. I go 2 exits away. The check engine light comes back on. So I turn around and come right back. It's throwing the exact same code, but it's on the other side of the engine. So, I still have a rental car. Still don't have my car back. And this car, every year something breaks. Every single year since we bought the car. Starting with the timing chain 6 months after we bought the car.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the bad part was the model year before this one had a recall for the timing chain.
Yep.
But they hadn't done one on our model year. And so the first time around we paid $2,500, which still a lot of money. Okay, even today, if they said, "Hey, it's going to be $2,500," I'd choke on my spit.
That's the other thing. It's always at least $1,500 when we repair anything on that car.
Yeah,
never fails.
It's never anything cheap.
Nope.
So we're definitely getting our $5,000 worth on the maintenance with all of the extra repairs that they're having to do that are stemming from the original maintenance that they had to do. Mm-hmm. So.
But we're not paying for any of it. It's just this is typical for this car. We want to buy a new car. However, everything that's broke and we keep having to, we get a loan to pay for it, and then the car breaks down again a year later when we haven't paid off the previous loan. So
yeah,
it's
a never-ending cycle.
Yes, but we have decided that the next time something breaks on this car, we're just gonna have to suck it up and just buy a new car because it's not worth it to sink any more money into the car.
Yeah.
After this whole incident, we're done.
Yeah. And for any of you out there that are like, "Well, y'all should just get a new car," thank you for offering to pay for it. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Because of all the repairs we've had to do on the car.
So very generous.
Yes.
So,
anyways, it's frustrating. So if you want to help us pay this off, buy some yarn and bags, please.
I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah.
But.
Then Jared needed new tires, so that was $900.
No, it was not $900. Get your numbers right. It was $853.
$900 for new tires.
Oh,
but
my goodness.
My car can't be trusted to go anywhere outside Lubbock, so his truck is what we take when we travel.
My extended cruise Supermax cab Tundra is the one that
same size gas tank, but he has trucks, so he doesn't get as great as gas mileage.
So my truck has to be the one to take us if we want to go 5 minutes away from Lubbock or anything further.
Well, we can take my car to church usually.
Yeah. If we even have it.
Yeah. It's just been, and in all the midst of this was my birthday. The day before my birthday is when all of this junk started. Mm-hmm. When we had to take it back in after we'd already paid the $5,000.
Yep.
At the same time, my laptop went. So I had to buy a new laptop too. So that's fun. Actually, the laptop I needed for editing videos and pictures and that kind of stuff because the what card is it?
Graphics card.
The graphics card is what went kaput. So I had to buy a new laptop, but my laptop still works enough for Michael to be able to do his school. So, which is great because now he's like more motivated to do school because he can just keep the laptop in his room. So he did like 8 days worth of school last week in 4 days. So he finally looked. He's like, oh, if I do double days every day, then I can be done with school sooner and I don't have to. So he gets really motivated about this time of the year. But Friday he was like, I don't want to do school. It's like, honey, you've already done 8 days. You can be done for the week. So, yeah. I also did all the Ltc Puppet Costumes. So we've had a lot of fun with it this year. We have a really, really good group of kids. So they're fun.
I mean, we don't get to slaughter a puppet sheep this year, but
did we ever put that up?
It's on YouTube, but it's on the church's website or it's on the church's page. So
do we want to tell them which one or no?
No.
Okay. So
y'all don't get to see it.
if we can remember, we will video the puppets this year at the convention. So LTC is Leadership Training for Christ. So, and this year's theme was promise, and it's out of the book of Genesis. So, but if we can remember to video it, we will try and video it and put it in that episode. We don't go till Easter, but we're the puppets coaches, and it's been a lot of fun. So, we also like to let the kids have a lot of input. He writes the script, and then we have them, figure out their parts for the most part. Some of them, like we told the 3 older boys, hey, y'all are the main characters.
Yeah,
so,
we let them just kind of wing it or improvise however they're feeling that day.
It's paid off so far.
Yeah, it's worked out pretty good.
One of the kids, we never know what's going to come out of his mouth. It's always funny, but he just likes to really ham it up, big time.
Thank you, Rosie. She's washing my feet.
So, and yes, we do still have Kiki.
Yeah, there she is.
Kiki! We have 2 dogs. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, babies.
We do have 2 dogs.
Come here.
It's just she's middle-aged.
Come on.
So.
There's Rosie.
Say hi.
Hi.
So, we have pit bull mixes. Kiki doesn't. She plays with Rosie a lot, but most of her day she's
doing
that.
Yes. Laying down, being lazy.
Yeah. So, but she's 5 and pit bulls live to 10 or 12, so she's about middle age.
Yeah.
And she's never. Oh no, it's this one. Yep, it's water from Rosie.
Slopper.
Yeah. She's never really been active. She's always been the kind of dog to like, oh, okay, I'm going to lay here and chew on a toy. We have watched her lay on her side to chew a toy. Like, she's lazy. That's really all it is. That's what it boils down to. She's lazy.
Pretty much.
And then we have Crazy Pants Rosie, who paces and can't sit still for nothing.
Eventually, she calms down, and she's like, okay, they're not going to let me outside, so...
Yeah, well, no, even then she will still pace and pace. She's getting better. She's realized that if she lays by the back door, we'll let her out. Mm-hmm. But it's the back door to the living room. Back door to the living room. Until finally somebody realizes, oh, she wants to go out. And since it's getting warmer, she's like in and out, in and out, in and out all day. It's annoying. She cleaning your feet again?
Yeah, got a free will Baptist dog.
Well, it's warm enough, so he's going barefoot, and I'm wearing flip-flops in the house. So, the high today was 91 Fahrenheit, y'all.
91.
Yep.
Let's see for our Canadian friends.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What was the low?
91 Fahrenheit to Celsius. That's 32.8 degrees Celsius. Mm-hmm. If y'all use decimals, I don't know. Let's say 33 to be on the safe side.
The low was 55. So, and then we'll be in the 80s tomorrow and the 60s and back up to this is typical spring weather. It's cold. Well, not cold. We have had it where it was like it was just above freezing, and then we were 80 in the day.
Yeah. It was actually really nice this morning.
Yeah.
It was, I think, 53 when I went to work. So.
Yeah, but I turned on fans, like ceiling fans, and we didn't turn on the AC today, and the house stayed cool. Mm-hmm. Even through the 90 whatever. So, I guess that's the benefit, unfortunately, to having cement floors, which I absolutely hate our floors. I want carpet, y'all. Carpet's expensive. But now that we've been talking for almost 15 minutes, do you have anything else to add to what's been going on? You're
not going to like it.
What?
Work.
Nothing much. Work. Yeah. Typical. So, let's move on to Whip It. Whip It Good. Hey, babe, what are you whipping up?
You don't want to know what I'm whipping up.
What are you whipping up?
I'm not going to tell you.
Really?
I'm not telling.
Because you're not whipping up nothing.
I'm not going to tell.
He ain't whipping up nothing.
You don't know what I'm whipping up.
I know you haven't been in the garage for the last month playing on stuff.
While you're awake.
You are not getting up early and going out in the garage and working. No, you're not, because you get up and you do your Bible study and you eat breakfast and you drink your coffee and then you go to work. I know you're not out in the garage playing around because you're not an early person ever. So don't tell me, well, you were asleep.
I am working on something. What I've been talking to you about doing with...
Oh, with those thingies.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh, well, why don't you say something?
Because I don't want to say it and then not do it. Oh. And then people are like, well, Jared said he was going to do this, and then he didn't do this.
Another big idea, so let's see if it comes to fruition.
Just call me Larry Boy, because I'm a big idea.
Shut up. If y'all know where that's from, let us know down below in the comments. I don't know if a lot of people will get that.
You got to put two and two together, basically. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's a big ideas guy.
I am.
Making it actually happen, though.
My biggest idea, this is my biggest idea, okay? And if anybody out there knows the technology, hit me up and we'll work this out.
Don't put it out there.
It's fine. Color changing paint.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This again?
Okay, this is science, all right? All right, y'all listen up. Nanotechnology, right? You have paint that is impregnated with little nanobots, like billions of little nanobots, right? And you paint it on your wall. And you put a little thing on your wall that looks like a thermostat, but it's a color wheel. Okay? And you turn it to whatever color you want. And it sends an electric signal out to all of the little nanobots in the wall that are in the paint. And that electric signal tells the nanobots what color to turn, and it turns your whole wall that color.
See, he would like that because then I would quit bugging him about repainting.
It is the biggest breakthrough in paint since the brush.
I think you're thinking of this again because when Haley moves out, I don't want the teal walls and you're going to have to repaint that room.
Color changing paint.
And it would be easy if you just had color changing because then I could just go in and change the color.
Exactly.
Without you having to do anything.
You can put one of those little devices in each room. Okay? It just looks like a little thermostat. And you boop, turn it to blue. Whole wall blue. Turn it to yellow, boop, yellow. Red, boop, red.
Haley's wall
color changing paint.
It's this color. And when she moves out, that's going to become my office. So I cannot live with that color in my office.
Any of you electric mechanical engineer people out there that know about nanotech?
He just doesn't want to have to keep repainting.
Y'all let me know. We'll work this together. We'll split the profits 50-50.
You just don't want
this is, I'm telling you, the biggest advancement in paint since the brush.
I will say your ideas are way better than your dad's.
What?
I don't know if y'all heard what I whispered, but...
I'm pretty sure they did. I done asked you.
Because it's been a month and I still have no foes.
What have you been doing?
I've been knitting.
On what? How has it been a month and you have nothing?
What have I also been I've been more obsessed with lately?
Sims.
Yes, The Sims 4.
Y'all, okay, we're gonna go down a rabbit hole here just for a sec. Okay. I get there are people that enjoy the game. Obviously. I get it. There are people that play the game and get paid to do it. Okay, on YouTube, whatever. But I sit there on the couch next to her and I sometimes look over and just watch what she's doing. Okay. It is by far the most boring game I have ever seen in my life. Because she's sitting there and she's like, I'm going to move this table 1 square to the left. Now I'm going to move this table 1 square back to the right. Now I'm going to make this person walk over to the table. Then she took the boringness 1 step further, y'all.
It's not boring, it's a challenge.
Okay.
He likes to do Legos of scenes from movies. Not even imaginative. They give him a book that tells him how to put it together.
She has a game where she can put a house together in any layout she wants.
Which I've done.
Any size, any number of rooms.
I've done it on numerous occasions.
Okay. She wakes up Saturday morning with this wild hair of, I'm gonna make our house in Sims.
I did.
And she did. Except for the front door. The front door was a little off, but
that's because I couldn't find the exact right door.
Still. And I said, we have looked at this house every day for 5 years. And you just made it in your game where you can make literally anything.
It was a challenge to figure out how to do it. And I did it. I was quite proud of myself. But I put different tile in our bathroom and in the kids' bathroom. I also put carpet in the living room because that's what I want, and in our bedroom.
Oh, well, then it's completely different.
And I made the same tile from the front door and the kitchen, the dining room, and my office. So, I did a few things, but...
What, that travertine all the way through?
Well, it was marble in the game because they don't have travertine, but it was the thing that was the closest.
Oh.
So, because I love the travertine at the front door. I hate the tile in here.
And I don't know if anybody else thinks travertine is fancy, but it was here when we moved in.
I think travertine.
We think it's fancy, but it was there when we moved in. So
yes.
Don't get it wrong and think that we put it in or anything like that.
So we haven't changed any floors in this house since we moved in. We want to.
We have changed the living room floor.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. It's more scuffed up than it was when we moved in.
Oh my goodness. It's because the lady that owned the house before us, she worked for a local flooring company. They came in and ripped up the carpet. Didn't do the finishing bits from the tile to the other. So now our tiles are cracking on the end.
And you can tell they ripped up carpet because you can see where the tack strip was driven into the concrete around the edge.
Yeah, but they cut in to the foundation, which that's what our floor is. That's just the foundation of the house. So they cut it and stained it to make it look like hardwood floors.
Yeah.
Which is fine and dandy, except for cleaning it is a pain in the rear end because everything goes where they cut the floor and you can't get it out.
Nope.
Cannot get it out. I have vacuumed, I have swept, I have steam mopped. Can't get it out. You do the floors and it looks like you didn't even touch them.
So.
I hate the floors.
Anywho. That was our rabbit hole. It's kind of deep. So, babe.
He thinks Sims is boring. I love Sims. I like to build in Sims. I have built several things. I like to make Sims in Sims World. I made me and Jared in Sims.
And I know I do things that you think are boring.
Yes.
But still.
Playing with wood, that's stupid.
It's not stupid. I didn't say Sims is stupid.
Okay.
It's boring. Boring.
It's boring.
Okay.
So, but to me, Sims is creative because it's a challenge to figure out how to lay out everything exactly the way you want it. You have a picture in your head and you have to figure out how to get it out onto the computer.
Well, why not use it to design the house that we're going to build?
I've done that.
Instead of the house that we already live in.
I've done that. Did you not finish your tea?
No, I did. Just landed on the tea bag.
I've done that, but we... Is Haley home?
What? What is it?
Rosie might have seen a leaf or somebody walk by. So Rosie starts barking and Kiki just starts barking like I can't be left out. Half the time Kiki's like, Rosie, you're dumb. That's a leaf.
Yeah.
But I think there really is something out there, babe. Because Kiki's still standing guard. Uno momento. I'm going to go ahead and just start talking about.
Okay.
But now you're going to see my red shorts.
So these are my Valentine's Day socks. Make your own stripes using a No Makers mini kit. Mini set. It was nothing, wasn't it?
There's nothing there, stupid.
Our dogs are very, very good alert dogs.
You're such a derp, you know that?
We love them dearly. Rosie is worse than Kiki. But in her mind, she's going, I saved you, Mom and Dad. So, the No Makers mini skeins are 10 gram mini skeins. So, last time I showed it to you, I was down here. I have gotten this many done. Woohoo. And our lighting is off. We need to remember not to record over here because that overhead light makes all the lighting off.
Uh-huh. Well, it might not have been off if we had these lights turned on.
No, because then I looked like a ghost. My face was like... Yeah. So, I can't get it close. Well, yeah, I can. So there you go. Those colors are better. Maybe if I put the filter on when I edit, it will look better and not blow out. So, there's that. So I've gone from here all the way up here and I was like, oh, I'm almost to the heel. I need to cast on a new pair of socks. Because it's almost Easter. I needed to get my Easter socks on the needles. Never mind that these are Valentine's and I cast them on after Valentine's Day. So that's what I worked on for the first week. Then the last 3 weeks, on and off, I have been working on these. And this one is leftovers from my So Faded sweater.
It's maybe a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, that's better. So, that's what I'm using for the contrast color. The main color is Mustache Yarns. And it's for Peep's Sakes is the colorway. Uno momento. So.
If y'all can hear that, the dogs are wrestling.
They've decided it's playtime.
Yeah, it's playtime.
So, there are those. So I've been working on these off and on for the last 2.5 weeks or so.
Rosie wants to play so bad. But
Yeah,
Kiki's just like, eh.
Yeah, it's not time to play.
No.
Kiki,
That's at 10 o'clock in the morning.
yes, for like an hour and a half. Every single morning, 10 o'clock on the dot. Kiki's like, come on, let's play. It's time to play. And usually about 3:30. After that, Kiki's like, no, I'm good. Rosie's trying so hard. So there's those. And these are in Malone Star Arts. Doctor Who bag. There's that. And I've been working on 2 sweaters. One is the new cast on, but we're going to talk about that later. So this one, which I don't know where I was the last time I showed this to you. This is... This is my Hamilton by Josie Paquin. This is using my, Aaron Tweed base that I Still have in the shop, but I don't know if I'll be restocking it. So, but we will talk about that in shop news. I am not doing helical knitting on this because I dyed all of this at once, and because of the patterning, you can't really tell a difference. So.
Well, I can see it.
Well, yeah, here, because that's when I quit doing the helical knitting and just went to one skein.
No, I'm talking over here and right there.
That's when I was
and
helical
right
knitting.
There.
Right here is when I stopped helical knitting, but I've got like 2 skeins in here. Mm-hmm. Like 1 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not obvious enough that it bugs me, which
I
normally
was
it
just
was.
pointing at random spots.
You're rude. Rude. You almost made me think I needed to rip it out and go back to do helical.
I wouldn't have let you do that.
Again, in a berry bag that I dyed up a long time ago.
You didn't dye it up.
Not dye it, made. So, but this colorway, I plan to put it in the shop, but it probably won't be till the fall because that's when I tend to do tonals. Because tonals and stuff don't sell well once it starts getting warm. And then the last, but certainly not least, is my sea glass, which I cast on finally. So this is by, I should know this, Wool and Pine. So I really, really like this. I'm doing the Weave and Steven since I am changing it one color, at least one color each round. That neck seems really big. Maybe not. I don't know, maybe because it's just scrunched up. But, there we go. That's what I've got so far. So I was like, where did I stop doing that? Like right around here. I was changing out my main color because my main color is these two. So, but they're showing up basically the same. So later on in the sweater, I'll go to this. But for now, it's just this one that I'm holding. But I was switching those out, but keeping the same like background color. But you can see how it was kind of striping a little bit. I was anyways. So I quit doing that down here and just left the same pink. And I'm changing the other color. But I'm really liking it. And I wish that I had done this the whole time. But I am not tinking back. It's okay. The yoke will just look a little different.
Totes.
Yep. But I'm liking it. And it's all scrunched up because I like my projects to be scrunched up. It's less having to mess with the cord. Basically. And I am using a whole bunch of different leftovers. So, but my leftovers are, I'm alternating between blue, green, purple. But there's like several different, so like blues, greens, purples. So, anyways, it's just, it's gonna be my sweater of many colors, basically. I definitely am probably gonna want to knit another one of these, but do a more neutral thing. Maybe just do 2 colors. Alternating, I don't know. We'll see. Right now I'm enjoying it, but let's see how long I really work on it. That's all I have for whips. Do we want to go ahead and move to this or me talk about that first? That?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, you wrote these in that order for a reason.
Well, because I decided to add that on last, since you weren't doing breaking news.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Then it's time to move on to
My precious!
So as I mentioned, that was my birthday between the last time we recorded and now. My friend Laura from Knit for Brains sent me a bag, y'all. Look at that awesome fabric. The only thing I don't know is fluffy dogs.
I was gonna say, I don't remember fluffy dogs.
I don't remember fluffy dogs at all.
Pretty much everything else I remember.
Yeah. Look, they even have pound puppies. I had that pound puppy, that exact pound puppy I had. Isn't that cool? And they have the dog from Duck Hunt. I don't remember.
I don't know what this is either.
The bubble bobbles.
That's what that is. Bubble bubble.
Yeah.
Bubble bobble.
Yeah, I don't remember bubble bobble.
Maybe
Fluffy
it's a
dog
Canadian
and
thing.
I don't know.
Or this. I don't know what that is.
It was a.
What is this right here?
I think it's a game from Nintendo.
I don't know. Pretty much everything else I remember though. Mm-hmm. Got the Tanuki Mario, Brainy Smurf, Cabbage Patch.
The dog that would laugh at you if you missed in
Yep.
Duck Hunt. Show them.
Have you seen the thing where you can actually control the ducks
No.
with the second controller?
No.
Yeah, it can be a 2-person game. Where the second controller controls the ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Cubert.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
you're back.
So, because she has started making wireframe bags. So, I love wireframe bags. So, I have another one from Ginger Snap that's this size. I'm not currently using it, but these are great for sweaters, y'all. Or big shawl projects. Can you not lick my shoe? Thank you. Rosie's under the table trying to give things baths again. Stop, Rosie. Stop, baby.
It's just foot kisses.
No, she was licking the floor.
You don't do foot kisses?
Ew, no. Why would I? So, and she made these.
Care Bears.
Care Bears. Zipper pull. So, there's that. This will come back into play in the next section. But also, I love Hobby Lobby. Very rarely do I go into Hobby Lobby and not come out with something. But they have a yarn line. Usually I don't buy their yarn because it's acrylic or whatever. I cannot knit with acrylic because it messes with my hay fever. Like, I don't know. And it hurts my hands. Nothing against people that want to use it or whatever. I don't like it. But their yarn line is Yarn Bee. And they also have some hand dyed that is 75-25 superwash merino nylon. But I got this because it's Scrubology. So it's to make washcloths with. And I thought, because these two colors are perfect, my mom and my sister, I thought I could make them. They requested washcloths this last year. I wasn't able to do it. So.
Pretty much.
So, I bought this to make some washcloths for them for Christmas and or birthdays. Probably Christmas. But it's got the scrubby part built in. So I thought about maybe holding this with some cotton that I have. Or knitting a washcloth out of this and a washcloth out of the cotton and then like seaming them together. So you have front and back. But it's 100% nylon. So, but I just thought that was perfect. But that's really all I have. I mean, I could show you all my laptop. That was like where that in my car, where all of our money's
If we
gone.
had one.
We have one. Just, it's in the shop constantly. So, but that's all I have for my precious. But it's time to move on to future cast-ons.
I thought we called it cast-on-itis.
Cast-on-itis, whatever.
It's supposed to say cast-on-itis.
No, because I'm not wanting to cast them. Well, I am. I got a new sweater bag, y'all. So what do I immediately decide to do? Not immediately, because I got this. I got this 2 weeks ago, but then we didn't record because the week before that was awful, and neither one of us was in the mood, and we didn't want that to show on the podcast. So.
And we've hidden it so well this time.
Last time it would have been really bad. There would have been no happy or smiling, or nothing. So, what do you put in a new sweater bag?
Candy bars.
No.
Oh.
New sweater cast on. So, my So Faded. I love the fit of that. I'm having a lot of fun with the sea glass sweater, but I want a fingering weight one. And I want one that the colors are a little bit more coordinated. So I'm going to use the pattern from the So Faded and go up a needle size. And I'm going to knit, but I'm going to use the sea glass 1 by 1. I'm going to do 1 by 1 color work. So, but I'm going to do it where these two that are 1 by 1 together, then these two are 1 by 1 together, and then these two are 1 by 1 together. So it will look like, can you hold those two?
So you're fading the black and the gray. Mm-hmm. And then the color is just working in there.
Right.
Okay.
So it would be, yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
So.
Smart.
I'm really, because my daughter for Mother's Day or my birthday last year got me no, not my birthday, it was Mother's Day, wasn't it? It was Mother's Day.
It was one of them.
Got me this set. It wasn't Christmas, not this year.
Oh.
For Mother's Day, and I've been holding on to it for a special project. But I like this idea a lot. Mm-hmm. So, and these are skeins. Well, these two for sure I've been holding on to for a while. This is hedgehog fibers. We know how I feel about hedgehog. And this one is a skein that I have had for years. You bought it for me. It's Mothy and the Squid.
That was a Christmas gift one year.
Yeah, back when Grammars was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Industrial Accident, is what it's called. But I've had this one for a good 2 to 3 years. This one is Rose Hip. And then this last one was a set from last year. It was like the second quarter mystery sock, and it's called Flamingoing at the Pool. It came with 2 10-gram minis, but I'm not going to use the minis. So, I'm really excited about this. So it'll be the pink with the lightest color and end with this one with the black.
Did you name these?
No, those aren't mine. No, I did not tell them what colors or what base because you were still holding on to them. I was going to.
Oh,
Okay, unless you want to.
no.
So this was a set from Knitting After Midnight. And it is a gradient yarn set. Falling Snow is this one. This one is Ghost Mist. And this one is Black Noir. Black number 1. Okay. I don't know. So, but I'm really excited about that. When I cast this on, I don't know. But that is my plan. And I might change my plan later on. I don't know. But I paired them up. Gonna put them in the bag. So. And I might not even use the So Faded. I might use my new book that I got for Christmas about designing your own sweater. So, however, I'm designing it for me. I'm probably not going to be designing it to put it out there for anybody else. So, don't get your hopes up, y'all. Sorry. So, it was just an idea I had. And I don't want to take away from Wool and Pine. So, that's all I have for future cast-ons. Do you have anything?
I do.
Okay. With this one, my sea glass, I need you to frog your projects that you're not going to be knitting because I need your size 8s and your cables. Because when I get to separate the sleeves, I have to knit the sleeves and the body all together.
I have a better idea.
I'm not finishing your projects for you.
What if you finished my project?
Nope, not doing that. For one, we have 2 completely different gauges. It would look stupid. Because he's super tight, I'm super loose. It would look dumb. So I need you to frog your projects. Unless you're going to actually knit.
I think we both know the answer to that one.
So you can frog your projects, right?
Probably.
I just need the needles.
I don't know why I don't want to knit anymore. I just...
You lost your knitting mojo.
I did. Like, completely.
Yeah.
Like...
No desire whatsoever.
No desire whatsoever.
You don't even think that if you... Oh, I have one more. I was... This is the Potter series. It's socks for him. But that made me think... What if you did this with the maybe baby pattern? Do you think that might bring it back? Because that's something you love. This is Desert Vista Direct, and it is the Potter series, and it's a self-striping DK.
See, and here's the other problem. The other problem is we're getting into summer.
Yeah.
And it's hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could probably try it again, but again, I don't
want to make you do something you don't want to. But if you are 100% sure that you are done, I need you to frog the projects, or at least pull the needles out and just put the project back in. Yes, I see that. But do you think you could do that? Just at least give me the needles?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Because I really don't want to have to buy.
I need to fix that.
Okay, well you might as well stop it because okay, we're back.
With a new battery.
Yes, battery died. So, now it's time to move on to shop
news.
You don't usually say it with me, so thank you.
I always say it with you.
Not always. It's okay, you don't have a shop. I don't expect you to. What? What?
No.
Do you have something to say about shop news?
No.
What?
Some recognition that I say it with you would be nice.
I said not always. Acting like a toddler. So I had a shop update today. There's still plenty left. We have 4 new color. Well, okay. We have 3 new colorways. I have 3 new colorways because it's only me that's working the shop. So my shop is CherryPieCottage, FYI, on Etsy. I dye the yarn and I make the bags. Actually, it is hand-dyed yarn and homemade bags is my like motto. So that's anyways.
Tagline?
Yeah.
Maybe?
That word.
There we go. Let's go with tagline.
Yeah. So, first off, completely we were sold out of Rainstorm. It's spring, so needed to bring back Rainstorm.
Rainstorm.
Color there. Color's slightly better. So that's Rainstorm, which I also have on DK100. So I did not dye this. This is just what's left. But Rainstorm. Then I was trying to revamp colors. I revamped Sakura, which I did like a couple years ago, and Sakura is Japanese for cherry blossom.
You know what happens when 2 clouds get together to try to figure something out? They rainstorm.
Moving on. This is Sakura. Here, put your hand over the light. There. Okay, you be still. You let me find the shadow.
Okay.
There. So, that is Sakura. So you have, and I'm going for Japanese ones that are like, at least Okinawan ones. They were very bright pink. And then you have a little bit of the brown for the middle and the branches. So, Sakura. Then I was trying...
Ooh, that looks bad.
What?
Me just sitting here like this.
Yeah, don't do that. Maybe do this.
That's not what I was going for, people.
No. He was trying to help me with light,
Yes.
so it would look...
So we're just going to do this. Here, we'll do this.
There we go.
That's better.
Okay,
I'll just block
this-
my face.
Good job, babe.
Oh, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. I don't remember what this one was. I think I was just throwing some colors together for this one. And anyways, this is Peach Blossom. And yes, they are 2 different colors. They are 2 different colors. The camera's not showing it right. This one is Peach Blossom. It is definitely a brighter pink and more yellowy. Let me see if it'll show up better on my phone. There. That's more accurate. Wouldn't you say, babe? Mm-hmm. That's more accurate. And then Sakura is that one. Well, let's do that. There we go. So Sakura, or no, this is Peach Blossom. And then we have Honeybee. This one, I was trying to revamp Lemon Poppy Seed, and it came out super bright. So I went a different direction and put some browns on it, and I was like, that's Honeybee. So I love when experiments turn into something completely different. But I did write down the recipe so I can repeat this. You're a dork, but I love you. So that's what I have in the shop update. The update.
Well, if that's the update, then what is all of this?
The update from the one before, which we streamed because we had almost nothing to talk about. It's been a year and it's only March. I still have one of these, the Easter truck. And yes, that is yarn balls in the shape of Easter eggs in the back of the truck. I have one of these left. And then we have Easter gnomes. I have 2 of these left. That's what was in the update before this. I still have some bee bags. There's also these bee bags. Be happy. And Be Kind sweater size ones. Also, there's still some heart gnomes left. I think this is the last one, actually. There's that. The way that my yarn bases are going to be carried is I am going to keep a constant supply of my fingering sock base because that's what sells. That's what y'all prefer. My other bases, like all of my tweeds, once they're sold out in the shop, that's it. They probably will not be coming back. Y'all are not, they're not selling well. Y'all aren't wanting them as much. The DK tweed, I cannot get a hold of. Or I can, but I can't get a hold of enough to actually dye it and keep it in the shop. So if I can get a hold of it, I might put some back in. But as of right now, whatever's left of my tweed bases that's in the shop, that's it. So it's not going to be a guarantee that I'm always going to have it. But I did want to show you what I've got left on Aran Tweed. So we have My Caramel Romance. We have Thunderstorm. We have Purple. We have just a bunch of pansies, which is that one I expected to blow out the camera. We have Hibiscus, Autumn Vibes, and Peony. So these are what I have left on Aran Tweed. Once they're gone, that's it. So I might restock them when it gets colder, but more than likely I won't because they didn't do well. So once this stock is gone, it's gone. If I ever order it, it's gonna be to make for me. Or I might do a special order for somebody if they want it for sweaters quantity. But I'm not going to keep it like major stock. The other thing is DK100. That is another base I'm struggling to get a hold of. But, so for now, I want to show y'all what I have left, because once this is gone, it's going to be out of the shop for a while. It's just not going to be a regular in the shop. My DK100 is my 100% superwash merino base. So we have Promise. We have Yarn Garden, Thunderstorm, Rainstorm, Peony, and Wildflower. So that's what I've got left on that base. Whatever in stock, that's what's in stock. Once it's gone, it's gone. Which I hate that, but since you know what happened, supply has been hard to get a hold of. So I'm just cutting back on things that I know I can keep in the shop on the regular, and I know my fingering sock base I can do. I will probably bring back fingering 100, but it's probably going to be on, I might have 2 different bases. So because I bought a sample skein of one that I really, really like, which I think y'all will like. It's really soft and squishy. It's a very sheepy smelling, but I like the yardage of the other one. So yeah, that's my dilemma. I will let you know, but fingering top will always be in stock as long as I can get a hold of the yarn. But that's, yeah. I'm not doing Halloween Advents this year. I am debating on whether or not I'm even going to do Christmas Advents. But if I don't do Advents, I do plan to do like kits, like a Halloween kit and a Christmas kit. So you're at least guaranteed to have a skein of yarn and a bag. There might be other things I don't know yet. But I do have ideas for both. So, because I think that my brain and anxiety can handle that better and not burn out rather than doing mini skeins. And I'm not saying that I won't ever do Advents again, but this year I'm for sure not doing a Halloween Advent. So, and the way that Etsy has updated their shipping, that's what's stressing me out this year. So I will let you know, but it probably won't be until at least July or September before I can even put them in the shop because of the way that Etsy has done their shipping now. So, and update on prices. My prices are going to have to go up in April because Etsy is going to start charging me more for each transaction. Yay. Yeah, I don't know why they think that's a great idea, but I can't afford to go off on my own, so I don't really have an option. But that's it. I hate raising prices, but I'm not the only one. The entire country is having to do it. So, yeah. The bag prices have already gone up. The yarn prices have not gone up yet. But in April, they will go up. The bag prices will stay what they are from this last time when I raised them. So, but again, it's not going to go up that much. But that's all I have. Do you have anything to add?
I do.
Okay. Well then, it's time for the tail end.
Womp womp.
Still not about anybody's butts. Nope. Or butt, because people only have one butt.
Oh no, it would work. It would still work. Anybody's butts.
That's not what I usually say. What is she chewing on? Oh.
The wishbone.
Stuck in the ring. She's using the ring toy to hold up the wishbone.
Well, earlier she had her paw through the ring while chewing on the wishbone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm chewing on this one now, but I'm going to want to chew on this one here in a minute.
And it's a wishbone shaped toy. It's not an actual wishbone. We do not give our dogs poultry bones.
No.
So, we have groups on Facebook and Ravelry.
Yep.
Do we keep up with them very well?
Probably not.
No, we do not. But we do get Ravelry for sure. I don't go on to Ravelry unless I'm looking for a pattern. I don't. On Facebook, if you leave a message or anything like that, we will get the notifications, but I don't go on Facebook that often. If it's something that you really want to talk to me about right then, you can message me on Instagram because I will get a little ding whenever I get one of those. Instagram is the best way to reach me, or Etsy, one of those two. But yeah, the Facebook group, I don't know what to tell y'all. And if you have a question, you can put it down in the comments below here, because again, we will see that and we will answer that, because I get an email for every time that we get a comment.
Mm-hmm.
So Instagram, YouTube, and Etsy are the best way to reach me. So the best way to reach him, reach me. Basically.
Pretty much.
So if you would like to join our groups, it is Facebook and Ravelry. You have to answer 2 questions on Facebook, and you have to answer them correctly, and then we will let you in.
Yep. Here on YouTube, make sure you do the YouTube thing. You hit the little bell, hit the little subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your family. Help us get to 1,000 friends. Yes. And once we get to 1,000 friends, then we will do more stuff and a giveaway. And
we'll be able to do lives on my phone again.
Yeah.
Out and about.
Yep. Oot and a boot for all of those north of the border.
Oh! So everybody that saw us at Knit City, Fright Night all night.
See, and you were making fun of me.
I know.
Yeah, she made fun of me, y'all, because I was trying to participate, trying to ingratiate myself to the Canadians.
Scared the bejesus out of Chrissy.
I didn't scare her.
Yes.
When?
When at Knit City at the convention, she was at the table, and you came up behind her and went, Fright Night all night.
Oh, yeah. I did
Was it Chrissy or Katie?
I don't remember.
It was one of them.
One of them.
I can't remember. I know Katie scared us because she screamed bloody murder in the middle of the night right outside the hotel because Jamie Fright Nighted her.
Yeah, we honestly thought somebody was being murdered outside of our hotel.
Asked him the next morning, and Katie's like, no, that was me.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I miss them. And it's been 3 years now. Almost 3 years. And I don't know when we're going to be able to go up there again.
See, what we need to do is find like a good knitting retreat / moose hunt kind of thing situation.
Okay, my Canadian friends, if you can make this happen. Jared wants to go moose hunting. Our son wants to go moose hunting in Canada.
I mean...
And he's like, you can go and visit with all your Canadian friends and do the nitty stuff, and their husbands maybe can take us moose hunting. I was like, honey, I don't know.
I mean, that seems like a fair trade-off to me. I just need to know if I have to get in any kind of physical shape other than circle in order to go and moose hunt.
And how much it would cost.
And how much it would cost. That's the secondary thing.
You need a special license.
That's the tertiary thing of those things. Those are easy to get. You know, I can do a GoFundMe or something to get that stuff taken care of. But
the DFW Firefest, they changed their dates. They're no longer in April. They're now in the fall, which makes me happy because then I might actually have a chance of being able to go. And I wish our Canadian friends could come out and visit too.
When in the fall?
I would have to look that up. Let me look it up. I feel like September timeframe, but I don't know if that's right. Let me look it up.
Because if it's October, then we could drop you off in Dallas while we go down and hunt.
It's September.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
September, yeah.
I was going to say we could drop you off while we go and hunt down there in East Texas.
Where am I going to stay and who's going to take me around?
Where are you going to stay if we're there with you?
In a hotel.
Exactly.
But if you're dropping me off, how am I going to get anywhere?
Uber.
Ew, no, I don't Uber by myself. You know that.
Cabs.
That's just like that's just like Uber. I'm not going to...
Buses.
Oh my goodness. I don't do public transportation without you. You know this. Anyways.
But anyway.
So, but it would be fun if Canadians Canadian friends were ever able to make it down to the DFW Fiberfest, because then I could really talk him into putting up with me for that weekend and going, because then he gets to go and Fright Night everybody again.
Yeah.
And just be ridiculous.
And so, I do miss our Canadian friends.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
I have no desire to actually go to Canada.
I blame the thing that's been
as
happening.
of right now. Don't say it.
No, I was going to say, I blame
Don't
the thing
say
that's been going on for the last 2 years that has, essentially, we're just ignoring it now.
You have Mark Zuckerberg over there like the goblins from the labyrinth. She's going to say the word!
I'm not going to. But I blame that for your reason why, because we don't go to any of the Fiberfest things anymore. I mean, we're not, it's just at home stuff now.
Yes.
So we don't get to go to any of the knit shops anymore. It's just, that's what I blame.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's that. It sucked away your desire to knit.
Maybe.
So
that honestly could have something to do with it.
Because the social side of it went away.
Yeah. Because as much as I'm not a hugger and I don't like
I am so
I honestly could probably move out into the middle of the woods in a little cabin as long as I had food and water and Dr. Pepper. I'd be fine. You give me food, water, Dr. Pepper, I'd be fine.
I want to move out into the country to get away from people, but not completely away from people. I just want to have my space, but I still want to invite people over. I still want to see people. I just don't want a bunch of people I don't know surrounding me anymore.
Yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, as much as I would love that, I did really enjoy the meeting people up there in Canada.
Especially since he was the only guy around a bunch of girls while we were in the lobby.
Oh, well, that's not what you make it sound like I was just...
No, I'm saying that's surprising that he enjoyed it that much, since he was literally the only straight male in our group.
That's true, too.
So, I mean, there was Colin, but they weren't there because they were working.
They were working.
So
they weren't there socially, really.
Yeah.
They were there in a business capacity.
Yeah.
So.
But it was so much fun, and I'd love to do it again.
Ooh, maybe we can see that person outside the convention again.
No. Inside joke. Do you have anything else to add to this?
I didn't use my inside voice.
No. And he got an elbow.
Let me just say.
It caught him off guard.
Canada is a different world from Texas.
Well,
okay.
Most of America is a different world from Texas.
I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to say that.
There were some things that caught him off guard. Vancouver is... I'm not even going to say Canada. I'm going to say Vancouver was different.
That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to
It's different from West Texas, because in Austin you would still see those things.
That's true. That in Austin, Houston, Dallas, you would see those persons.
Those things. I was just going to say. I wasn't even going to say it was a person. You brought that up.
I would say those people. Okay, you would see them in the bigger cities. Out here in little West Texas, okay,
we're not even that little of a city.
We don't see that stuff.
It caught him off guard.
It's like an Amish person seeing an elevator for the first time. Okay,
he's seen them like in the news and stuff. And we lived in Japan.
Yeah.
We lived at lots of places. It's just he was not expecting that, and it caught him off guard. So. Anyways, he wasn't rude or anything. It was a thought that popped out of his mouth rather loudly.
Let me tell y'all something. My head is so vacuously empty. Okay. That as soon as even one thought gets in there, it echoes around so much and gets so loud, it just bleh, has to come out. It has nowhere else to go.
You were like a 4-year-old.
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
He was not an adult in the moment. It was a 4-year-old. It was like...
It was...
I was like, babe!
It was, Mommy, why is that person adjective?
I was just like...
Having to explain why that person is adjective.
And I was just like, babe, really? Be an adult, not a child. He felt the need to let it come out of his mouth.
Yes.
And I was just like, babe, really?
Yes.
Oh, I hadn't even made it into the convention center.
We hadn't. We were crossing the street to get to the convention center.
Yarn in tow for me. Yeah, to sell in Kim's booth. And he just, bleh, and I'm like, really? And he immediately turned bright red and was like, oh, I'm so sorry. He was embarrassed that he let that pop out of his mouth. It caught him off guard because it's not something that we see every day here.
No.
So.
No.
Anyways.
Anywho.
God is good.
Read your Bible.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.